Oh, man. Man, it's been a while, hasn't it? Just a little bit. I ready to work. It's been a minute since we did a video, so we're going to talk here in a second. Well, headed back to the shop now. I just dropped my kids off at the babysitter, their grandma, and headed back there now to start on some decals this morning. I need some caffeine. I didn't go to bed till like 1 o'clock this morning. We had some shirts we had to print yesterday, and the shirts didn't come until like 3:30, 4 o'clock. And after 3:30, I usually leave at the shop to have family time, as I call it. That's around the time whenever I have to go pick the kids up from school, whenever I have to, cook dinner and stuff like that. Wife gets home, then we have dinner and just kind of have family time. And usually do that till about 8:30. Then I'll either get on my laptop and start doing design work, or if I need to do a job out the shop, I usually go out at like 8, 9 o'clock at night and work a few hours just to kind of keep up, especially now that I'm back to doing this myself. I don't mind it because at 8 or 9 o'clock at night, I don't have my phone being bombarded of, spam calls and actual customers and stuff like that. I could just focus on the job, get stuff done, and just catch up on the stuff that I didn't throughout the day. So it's definitely nice to be able to kind of relax a little bit, turn on some music, and just hammer on some shirts or get some decals popped out, or get a wrap ready for the next day or anything like that. So this past January was terrible just because of how slow we were. Every January is slow, but this past January was terrible. So I'm glad to start getting an influx of orders coming in. So, well, finally made it to the shop. I got my caffeine going, and today we're going to actually do some apparel and decals. The apparel is some tie-dye shirts for Dairy King of Philippi, and the decals are for just various people. We did a sticker deal not too long ago, and this is just basically us finishing that deal up. We try to do deals whenever we can. Our suppliers sometimes offer us a better price on material, depending if that manufacturer or brand has some kind of special going on for them to move more product, basically. You'll see that sometimes in January, just when everybody's slow. Sometimes you'll see it in the middle of summer just to get rid of some of the stock they have to get new for the fall and winter. But we try to do deals when we can. Screen printing is starting to be a little bit harder to do that just because prices of everything with screen printing has went up tremendously. Since 2020, my ink prices in 2020 for like white ink was $48 to $58 a gallon, depending on what brand and what kind of white ink, because they had like polyester ink and low bleed ink and a cotton white, stuff like that. But now that same gallon cost me anywhere from $89 to $120 a gallon. So we ended up switching to 5-gallon buckets because it's a little bit cheaper. Not a ton, but a little bit. But yeah, that's what we're going to get started on today. We'll get started on getting these shirts prepped and ready to be printed. They shouldn't take very long. It's just a one color front, one color back, white ink. So let's get to it. Well, got the rolling finally going this morning. Just printing some decals. There's 250 of these here. Then there is another decal on the end. It's like a long decal. We try to nest everything together so we have the least amount of waste. because vinyl is very wasteful when it comes to doing projects. So this is why in our busy season we try to nest everything together. In the wintertime it's tough, and that's why sometimes material costs a little bit more for our customers, because we don't always have a job printing. So to get the job done quicker, we have to assume we have a little bit of waste. You know, it is what it is, but now that we're starting to get a little more into our busy season, or out of our slow season anyways, the price comes down a little bit whenever it comes to decals and stuff. But like I said, we got 250 of these. There's one on the end. We got 100 of another one about the same size, and we got a 24-inch by 24-inch sign we got to get done. So we're in production. Caffeine's rolling in, feeling good now. So here we go.